If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe and bell icon for more videos. Peace out, guys. Hey guys, I'm looking back here from that video. Guys, today what we're going to talk about is just going to be some predictions that we might see for tomorrow's Team of the Week, just released. Again, it is Thursday because of Hurricane Irma going through Florida. EA is a little bit backwards when it comes to content this week. But obviously, with that kind of stuff in mind, what kind of cards might come out tomorrow for Team of the Week? Now, I'm going to go by each single position. If I do, forget a certain player, do not mention a certain player, obviously that is my bad because I didn't have a whole entire list of every single best player that, every single great player that had a great game. Now, personally, I'm not going to do defense. I'm just going to do the offensive players. Defensively, off the top of my head, I know the Ravens defense, honestly, the whole entire defense could get they could get an award because they just had a complete shutout and destroyed the Cincinnati Bengals. But other than that, though, again, I know a lot of great defenders had a great week one. Shout out to them, but I'm just doing offense right now. Obviously, let's go on from there. So, number one, if we're starting a quarterback, how can you go beyond anyone but Alex Smith? The man had 368 yards and 4 touchdowns in a very, very, very good game against the New England Patriots, defending Super Bowl champions in Foxborough. Alex Smith just completely lit up the score, having a couple great plays with a 70-yard touchdown to Tyreek Hill, a 2-yard touchdown to Kareem Hunt, and just destroying it all together. The man had a great game and definitely deserves a Team of the Week card. Number 2 is going to be Matthew Stafford, having 292 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, and if you guys did not see this game, go back and watch it on NFL's YouTube page, because pretty much what happened was, I believe it was 20, if I'm incorrect, sorry if I'm incorrect, but I believe they were down by multiple touchdowns. I want to say like 21 points. I might be incorrect in that. Again, if I am, sorry, Cardinals fans, or not Cardinals fans, sorry, Lions fans. But what they end up doing was they threw a deep bomb to Kenny Golladay, for a 70-yard touchdown, which actually, if you watch back the play, you think it was on Patrick Peterson, which you're like, what? Patrick Peterson got destroyed? It was actually on the other guy who ended up getting destroyed. Patrick Peterson was on the play, but he had the awareness to get down there to cover. But still was not technically on him. And then they had a pick 6, and then, of course, that's when the whole entire game turned the opposite way, and the Lions came back and had a great comeback and won that game. Again, shout out to Matthew Stafford for having a good game. Our third quarterback we can look at is going to be Sammy Biscuits, who played in New Orleans Saints. Now, Biscuits just completely threw passes where you just looked at him and you said, what the heck is he doing? This man is amazing. And, his 27 for 32 completion ratio definitely proves that. Plus his 346 yards and 3 touchdowns. One of them going to, who else but Stephon Diggs. I believe Stephon Diggs might have had 2 touchdowns that game. And definitely a very, very good candidate. Next guy we're going to talk about real fast. Before we switch over to running back, I had to talk about Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz went against the Washington Redskins this past week. And the true skill you see in this quarterback is if you watch the play where he's pretty much sacked. They have guys rushing him. He breaks away 1 tackle, spins around, breaks another tackle, spins around, moves around the pocket, and throws a deep pass to Nelson Aguilar for a touchdown. When you see that kind of play, you just truly know how good Carson Wentz is. And again, I'm not an Eagles fan personally, but you cannot disrespect the fact that play, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful play by Carson Wentz. Not only breaking away from all the tackles, because obviously that's one thing, but finding Nelson Aguilar like 60 yards downfield for a touchdown. Definitely a very, very nice play, to say the least. Next guy we have here is, let's go over to running back. Now, if we look at running back, the number one guy we have to look at is going to be Kareem Hunt. I mean, Kareem Hunt went against, the New England Patriots, fumbles the ball on the first play of the game. And honestly, if this, running back is not on Andy Reid's offense, if he's not on Andy Reid's team, any other head coach or most head coaches would say, okay, you know what, Kareem, you're on the bench. We're going to put in a backup. We're going to put in somebody else. But nope, Andy Reid, I can see he truly sees talent. He knows Kareem Hunt had a lot of talent, so he puts him back in. And Kareem Hunt has 148 yards with 1 touchdown. And then receiving, he had 5 receptions, 98 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Definitely a very, very nice day for him. And if it wasn't for the fumble, he would have had a perfect day. I believe he even said after the game that he didn't have a perfect day because he fumbled. Number 2 is going to be Chicago Bear running back, but it's not going to be the guy that everyone would think, Jordan Howard. It's going to be his backup, Tariq Cohen. Now, Tariq Cohen, let me put it this way, and Bears fans, you will either disagree with me or you will agree with me, but hear me out on this point of view, okay? Jordan Howard last year was awful at catching the ball. He is an amazing between the tackles runner. He is one of the best in the league when it comes to in between the tackles, and we saw that last year when he just destroyed the league with yards per carry and everything like that. But he can't catch the ball to save his life. That's just not what he can do. He's also not the best pass blocker, and that's where Cohen comes in. Now, Tariq Cohen, however you say his name, Tariq Cohen, I believe it is. Tariq Cohen, he is good at pass blocking. He is excellent in catching the ball, and he can also run the ball. Obviously he's a running back. But the fact of the matter is, because the Bears this year probably will be in a lot of negative game scripts, Tariq Cohen should have a lot of attention. And as we saw in that last game now, he didn't do as much, crazy stuff, but he did have 5 rushes for 66 yards, and he did have 8 receptions for 47 and a touchdown. Now, again, he did not blow away anything. I mean, for rookie's debut, that is amazing, but obviously I'm not saying that, that this guy is going to get, the set hero card, which I think it will be Kareem Hunt. I think this guy still will have a really great card in this team of the week. Other than him, though, looking at some of these players, we can, mention Leonard Fournette had 26 rushes for 100 yards and 1 touchdown. Also adding in 3 receptions for 24 yards. Also, we can say that LaShawn McCoy had 22 rushes for 110 yards, adding in 5 receptions for 49 yards. Of course, if you guys do not know what Team of the Week looks like, usually what it is it's 5 players plus a set hero. So again, I'm listing all of these players. We might only get Kareem Hunt as a set hero and no other running back. I'm just trying to highlight some players that might get, the Team of the Week. Ezekiel Elliott might get Team of the Week. I doubt he would, just because of the fact he has a 91 overall card, as you can see on the screen right here. But, definitely, he could definitely get one. Now, if we're going over to wide receivers, starting off at number 1, Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown had 11 receptions, 182 yards, and 0 touchdowns against the, Cleveland Browns defense. Obviously, very, very nice day for him. Number 2, as I talk about Sammy Biscuits being amazing, we had Mr. Stephon Diggs, which I see here, he actually did have 2 touchdowns. He had 2 touchdowns and 93 receiving yards on 7 receptions. Very, very nice day for him. Gotta say, very, very nice overall day for everyone on this list, but definitely very, very nice night for him. Number 3, we could get Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill had 7 receptions for 133 yards and 1 touchdown, including a 70-yard pass by Alex Smith for a touchdown, where he completely burned, I believe it was Malcolm Butler. I could be incorrect. Pretty much based on what I saw in the play, it looked like the safety didn't understand, who was going against, and kind of just let him go over top. And the cornerback thought he had safety help. The safety wasn't there, and let him burn him by him. Another guy we could look at is Adam Thielen. I got a feeling for some Thielen. He had 9 receptions for 157 yards. Definitely a very, very nice day for him. He definitely could be someone who gets a new card. Golden Tate had 10 receptions for 107 yards. Definitely, again, could have a new card. Danny Amendola actually had 100 yards on 6 receptions. Let me not get that correct. Not 100 receptions. That would be a new record. Now let's go over to tight end. Jesse James, very, very nice day. He had 6 receptions, 41 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Very, very nice player there. Alex Hooper actually had 2 receptions for 128 yards and 1 touchdown. Now, with that in mind, keep in mind that, yes, he did have 128 yards. His one of his receptions was like a 60-yard touchdown where the guy just didn't tackle Hooper, and he just had a guy help him block, down the field. So, although, yes, technically he did, do really good, at the same time, you have to remember, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, man. It's kind of weird. But again, we do have next one. Jason Witten had 7 receptions, 59 yards, and 1 touchdown. And then Zach Ertz had 8 receptions, 93 yards. So very, very nice day for all these players. Nonetheless, all these players did very, very nice, and they definitely all deserve a card. Now, sadly, again, not every single player gets a card. So, of course, that's how it works. So, with that in mind, hopefully, EA does take all this into consideration. I don't know who personally makes the card, who makes the cards. I don't know. I know last year, there was a lot of complaining about the cards. Like, sometimes, a guy would get a card, and then people would complain on Twitter saying, like, oh, how did he get a card over this guy? Or how did that guy get a card over, another guy? And I think it's honestly just comes down to, what the people who make it a card, what they see. So if they see something happens, they see something crazy happens, they're going to kind of just go off that. Now, with that in mind, that's why a lot of people will complain a lot about, certain cards, certain people not getting cards, and other people getting cards. Now, I will cover some defense players, even though I said it wasn't. Tremaine Johnson did have a pick 6. LaMarcus Joyner had a pick 6. Ryan Kerrigan had a pick 6. And Justin Bethel had a pick 6. And Miles Kilbrew had a pick 6. So, shout out to those guys. They definitely could get a card for having a, pick 6. Other than that, though, if we go ahead and look at sacks, let's see who else had a really good game. Again, I'm just going off stats here. Obviously, I kind of feel like that's what NFL does when it comes to this kind of stuff. Calais Campbell had 4 sacks. Now, again, remember, guys, there's an offensive hero and there's a defensive hero. So, Calais Campbell had 4 sacks. He could definitely be an offensive hero. Joining Jacksonville, actually, kind of cool. Anthony Chiquillo had 2 sacks, so he could be one of the players. So, again, there's a lot of different, there's going to be 6 technical players for each side of the ball. So, any of these guys who had a really good day could definitely, get one of these cards. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like button, subscribe, share if you're new. Leave down below who you guys think should get a card or will get a card. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.